torturing them and destroying their work they don't get paid for.
Oh, it's a fucking
Yay!
brick. Oh, it's a fucking brick. How does this thing get destroyed if it drops onto the floor?
Well, he could drop it on his toe. Did you think about that?
Oh, well, that's funny. Then he has like a stubby toe because of me.
I think then he doesn't have a toe anymore.
I took care of the slaves. So I see. I'd have done it differently, but whatever. Now we need new workers here in camp. Go tell
People in
Dennis
Fable
from the
1 are
start.
assholes. Yes.
I don't even remember that much in people
What do you
in
think
Gothic
of Merrick?
and
Well,
Fable
I don't know.
1.
I don't have much to do with him. I think he does his job.
Well, they laughed at you for having a chicken chaser title, so, you know.
Chicken chaser. Oh yeah, that's one thing I remember. Everyone I just walk past. Chicken chaser, chicken chaser, chicken chaser.
Well, I just ran around as an asshole, so, you know.
But you can also just fart in their face and they will be all like, ah, he farted, hooray!
Show me.
I've never had that reaction to my farts in Fable 1.
I could also be that I just misinterpreted with something else.
Yeah, maybe.
Okay, let me see. What quests do I actually have currently? You know, Gothic, it seems Gothic 3 is kind of a poor game to stream because you should actually pay attention to what's happening.
Nah.
Find Zardos. Okay, I think that's a thing that I don't really want. Let's see. Tell Dennis that brother needs new slaves. Okay, so where's Dennis? This menace?
Oh, God. Did you really have to do that?
Yes. Okay, there's a stockyard, it seems. Also, I like how the rain sound just completely goes nuts. It sometimes just cancels out. Okay, there are some people. Hello, old mercenary. Oh, orc mercenary, not old mercenary. And hey, there's the guy called Chicken.
Speaking of which...
I just made a screenshot of that just for the lols.
He's
here.
just a little chicken. Cheap, 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 cheap.
So, how about it, arena champion?
Okay, Dennis for some odd reason knows that I'm the arena champion.
Is this your yard? I'm the boss here, if that's what you mean. I see to it that the stockyard works as it should.
Oh yeah, Fable 1 had actually had a HD release. I remember
Really?
that. Yeah, it had a HD remake for Xbox 360 and I think also for the PS3.
Bradley needs new slaves.
But of course, the PC people get screwed over again. Because fuck PC players.
I can barely use his people in my yard.
Is the remake the Lost Chapters version, or is it just the original?
I've got something for you. My
I
people are obviously too stupid to
I'm pretty sure it's Lost Chapters, because that would make much sense to leave out the add-on.
Yeah,
I would pay you
but it does seem like something that someone would do, because, you know, basically they did it with Lord of the Rings kind of when they released the Blu-ray versions, but not the extended cut on Blu-ray. But released it 2 years later separately. That was a huge dick move.
Oh, I'm stealing milk barrels. I don't know if I need them, but I'm just gonna steal them. Also, that Dennis guy was actually the guy who gave me the quest to kill the wolves. So he's happy with me now.
Go mind your own business.
I've already done that.
Let's see. So what did I make now? Let's see. Oh Lord, Art Mercenaries, Destroy the Rebel, I'm gonna kept done. Dennis wants Bradley to go easy on the slaves. Now, great. So now I'm just a fucking courier, going back and forth, telling people what to do. Then I go
leg jobs.
Then Bradley tells me to go back to Dennis and tell him to go fuck himself.
I think there was this really awesome quest in Gothic 2 that made fun of that, with the two farmers.
Yes, that was beautiful. I actually liked that quest very much.
Yeah.
And just the hero going on one point, you guys should just relax.
No, I'm gonna beat his ass.
Go back and tell him that. Tell him that yourself. Oh, I sure will do that. And then just...
Then they beat on each other for a while, and then they don't talk to you anymore for some reason.
Yeah, because they're angry because you try to communicate, make them communicate with each other. Oh well. So fuck, I forgot where Bradley is in the end. Oh, I think I found him again. Good.
Dennis says you shouldn't work the slaves so hard.
That smartass. Let him do this job then. Whatever. Thanks. Here's your reward.
Hooray! I got 500 gold for telling him that. I think there's probably more to it, but I just got 500 gold. And I like to think that it's just, oh hey, yeah, you're right. You are a wise man. Here, let me reward you with 500 gold coins for your wisdom. So what else do I need to do? Make the tired mercenary leave the rebels' meeting point. Oh yeah, that's the one guy I just can beat the crap out of, who's just sitting there up there. So I might as well just do that.
I don't know, I think Chapter 3 in Gothic 2 wasn't just running around between the mages all the time. I mean, that was a huge part of it, but you did have to do a bit more.
Well, it's also like the point of the game where you're also free to just do some other quests and just explore the landscape a little bit. Because that's the point of the game where you're basically strong enough to explore the whole island without getting murdered all the time. But yeah, oh, I remember that part of my Let's Play where I actually was wrong and thought you had to. It takes a whole day for them to do the restoration thing.
Yes, and I remember telling you, no, that's not what it's like.
Many people told me that, and it's still haunting me.
Don't cause any more trouble here. Put away your weapon.
And it was such a good Let's Play.
Oh, back then when my Let's Plays were still good.
Yes, not nowadays. Not Paper Mario, Yoshi's Story, and you know,
And
you're never gonna play 1,000 Years Start or whatever it's called. I don't know.
I wanted to do that, but the problem is that the thing is just too bad. The emulator, I can't get it to run smoothly.
Why? Don't tell me you're not using your legally purchased GameCube.
Yes, exactly. Okay. I like how I tried to use tactics in this Tranoga, and then at one point just got sick and started spamming the crap out of him. But no, sadly I don't have a GameCube, and the 1,000 Year Door, it looks like I played through half of the first chapter or so to just test it out, how it works. But as soon as I try to record it, it just kind of starts to go haywire with the frame rate and the audio and everything, and it's just
That hurts.
kind of a pity.
I'm sure you have something else
Yeah,
to do.
maybe in the future there will be better emulators for GameCube or PS2.
Alone.
Ah, I think that Trano still doesn't want to
Don't
go.
cause any more trouble here.
I beat the crap out of him, but no, he still doesn't want to go. Move it, you fat fuck.
You dare to
Nothing to be had.
Okay, I think I have to solve this quest in another way.
What? You can't beat people in with a sword? How will you do that?
Well, the thing is, if I beat the crap out of him and it's just I don't know. If I beat the crap out of him, I don't see why I can't force him to move away. It's like demonstrating that I'm the stronger one, so he might as well just buzz off, because that's my place now. Ah!
Luko says you might want to talk to Merrick about Trano.
Oh, that's how I get him to move. Okay.
Or you could just kill him, you know.
Well, that's what I try to
Let
do.
nature do the rest.
But his dead body will still be there, and they're like, oh no, we can't have our meeting with this dead body, maybe...
Push him into the river. Have you never killed someone and disposed of the body? Yeah, I mean, how would you do that? That's,
This is not
I mean, it's
this is
impossible
not
to
Deus
know.
Ex, where you can drag bodies around.
yeah, I mean, dragging bodies, like, nobody ever does that, right?
Oh. I mean, they're heavy, Jesus.
I mean, I wouldn't know, really. I'm not a murderer, I promise.
Okay, where the fuck is Marek now? Is that Marek? No, you're elite mercenary. You're not Marek. Stop trying to impersonate him. Oh, you're Marek.
About
Okay, one of your boys is shirking
one
work.
of your boys is
I guess that's
shirking
him.
work.
Let me guess. It's Trano again, right? This is the last time. Go tell him I'm cutting his pay.
Okay.
Bradley's fleecing the slaves.
I know.
I'm just gonna-
Slaves will pay gold to get on the rotation.
I'm just gonna tell
And Bradley
everybody.
passes this gold on to me.
Are you sure that you see all of the gold?
No, I'm not. I need to have a look at that list. That lazy bum still owes me the rest.
You have to talk to the arena mercenaries to find out what they think about Marek.
Alright. Also, I need to like get a list from Thingamabob. But the thing is, I think he's constantly in his hut, so I can't just steal it. Oh, wait a minute, don't I have a sleep spell? I think I have a sleep spell, so I just can put Bradley to sleep and then steal his list.
Also read Ashton's letter.
Ashton's letter. I think I already did that, like Ashton's gold list.
Maybe you did that before you reloaded or something.
Well, I'm currently clicking on it. Supplementary income, Montera Arena, Goose, Dan, Fedor. I mustn't forget to change my hiding place frequently before Marek gets wind of it. But yeah, it could be that I before reloaded. Okay, where is my sleep spell? That's transfer disease. That's a little bit
Just get a
harsh.
cold, then let him have the cold.
Amnesia. I could also just cast terror on his ass. Because I don't seem to have a sleep spell. Telekinesis.
Let's just throw a fireball at that guy.
Can I telekinesis that stuff? Let me see if that works. No, it doesn't. I can't target it from outside the hut. I just imagine if I just do it inside the hut and Brad is like, "Hey, what are you doing with my list?" Banish evil, light, fog. I don't have a sleep spell. Oh, there is a sleep spell. I'm just blind. Hey, Bradley. Fall asleep. I like how he's...
Twinkle, twinkle, little star, or something like that.
And he had a moon circling around him. Now he's just sleeping on top of his... Oh, Bradley. Ah, nom 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 nom. Now I'm just watching him sleep. Oh god, this looks so bizarre. He's just in between my feet. Sticking
Excuse
like
me?
Well, you will
Was
see.
that?
Oh. Oh, he woke up. Hey, now you shoved me off my stool. What an ass. Ah. There we go. Hey, Bradley.
Sure you still got things to do?
Okay, so I got that list. Can I read that as well? That's Bradley's slave list.
No, I'm just seeing it now. When you sit down and it looks a bit, you know,
About
suggestive, you might say.
This is Bradley's list of...
I guess Bradley is here. You better take this list back to Bradley right away.
Oh boy.
What's the problem? You simply stole it from him, didn't you? Well, my friend, this is your problem.
Well, golly, now I can bring back the stolen list to Bradley. Can I just put it somewhere in a barrel or so and just say, oh, hey, I guess you forgot it. Oh, he wouldn't be currently in his hut. I could just put it back, but I suppose I have to talk to him, and he would probably beat the crap out of me.
Here is your slave list.
What? What are you doing digging through my stuff? I ought to skin you alive.
Should I answer, shut up, or now you have your list back? I'm very tempted to choose option 1, but I'm not sure. What does you say or the chat?
Well, let's wait for the chat to catch up.
All the 5 people. I like that you have almost as many mods as people watching.
That's good.
You have exactly as many people watching as
I don't think I want to hear this.
Okay, one vote for shut up.
Or why not? And there isn't much that can happen.
Oh well, let's just tell him to shut up.
Shut up.
You don't want
Good
it any
idea.
other way, huh? Come here, boy.
Yeah, now he wants to beat the crap out of me. Ah,
Oh.
there's not as much space as in the arena.
Who would have seen that coming?
Well, time to kick some ass and eat bubblegum.
Yeah, basically everyone said shut up, so...
Although,
think
well,
it was the
that's
right
no
decision.
surprise. That's no surprise either, I suppose. I don't like how the Arab guy's being all stereotypical. Hey, don't block. Stop blocking with your shield. That's not fair. And you're... There we go. Now to steal his steal his list again. Sadly, I can't.
You would be trapped in an endless cycle. Of beating him, stealing his list, and he beats you because you have his list.
Well, I beat him.
Nothing more to be had there. Nothing to be had.
I just can't stop thinking about Brutal Legend now.
Aw, you're gonna play it afterwards again?
Don't bother.
Probably not. I have
I'm sure. Don't
like
cause
too
any
many
more
games to
trouble here.
play. Like I really should finish The Last of Us. I really should finish Mass Effect.
I really
Terrible.
should continue Dark Souls. No. I think one thing I'm certainly want to...
Dream Dark Souls afterwards.
I was actually thinking about doing that at one point, but the thing is, Dark Souls is not a game that likes to be streamed. It constantly crashes if I select it as a game in my... what the hell am I doing? Help! My character is going crazy. If I select it as a game I want to stream, it just completely goes bonkers. It just crashes the whole time.
I would love to see some Dark Souls invasions.
That's one thing I hate about this game. It's such a retarded thing that you basically get the PvP smashed in your face. This is
No,
one
I think it's quite good because basically, if you turn human, you can summon other people to help you, but you can also be invaded. So it's kind of like, okay, do I really want to be human?
Yeah, but the thing is, there are just some bosses where you want help. And it's just annoying that you have to deal with those invasions instead of just... If somebody wants like PvP, then alright, you can like make an enable that you can have PvP, but just having that forced like that is just kind of
You could just play offline and then just summon NPCs.
On the other hand, I think, oh yeah, that's actually true, but the thing is, it's kind of annoying to go offline, but oh well.
You could just unplug your PC from the internet.
Still. It's still a lot of hassle, just... Yeah, maybe I'm just a little bit... The thing is, I think it's also that the PvP is just... The problem is that it goes after levels, but the levels really don't mean much, because you can... I mean, there are people that play this game through on level 1. And basically that's also the thing, is there you can have people with the same level than you, but they can also already have endgame gear, which makes it almost impossible for you to beat them, which is completely stupid. But we're again in Dark Souls. But
Yeah, but really, the only place where you really need to worry about that is Anor Londo, and all the other places I think are relatively safe from like asshole invaders. I mean, there are some invaders that are like evenly matched, and I think that's completely fair.
Yeah, it also depends how honorable he basically is. I've seen like I've been joined that Forest Covenant thing, and some people were really honorable. They just waited to meet you, then proper bow, and then you start the PvP. But then I had other people that just ganked me from the side, or had like a second guy helping them, and that's just fucking bullshit.
Yes.
It's just, Well, I guess that's just less the problem of the PvP and more the problem that people are just in general assholes.
And I think one of the worst things you can do to a person in PvP is probably in Orlando if you hide behind the giant blacksmith. Because if he tries to attack you and then he gets aggroed, then basically the whole game is fucked.
Yeah. I guess I also had one guy in Anon that was just constantly hiding between those giant sentinels. That's just one thing I hate, if those phantoms just start using the other stuff, the environment, the enemies around as a unfair way to, well, to, whatchamacallit?
Gain an advantage.
Gain an advantage, there we go. Okay, so what do I do now in the end? Oh yeah.
Also, did we agree like twice now that we won't talk about Dark Souls?
Yeah, that's one thing I wanted to stop, and you started talking about even more PvP because you realized that my opinion about the PvP is rather stupid. Maybe it's just me being I don't know. I think the problem also, one last thing, I think the PvP is just a problem that it is just so easy to get screwed over there because the lag is sometimes really horrible. It happened to me so many times that I got backstabbed by somebody that was a second ago right in front of me.
What do you think of Merrick?
Nothing would
And that's
work
just
here
something
if
that
it weren't for
it's kind of frustrating.
Yeah, if you have like problem with your internet connections and you die because of it, I think that's one of the worst feelings.
Yep. Okay, but
Speaking of unstable games with asshole players, is Magicka still as unstable as it was back then?
Sure you have something
Magicka?
else to do.
Yes.
is Magicka still? Do people still play that?
Well, there is like
boss.
Magicka Wizard Wars now, which is kind of like a MOBA style game. And also there came a new, well, they now have a new mode, which is kind of like a PvP thing. So basically, yes, people still play Magicka.
I've only played Magicka through in like co-op.
Tell
The
me about
first
Merrick.
part we played it in a group of like 5 people, and towards the end we had to stop because people kept spamming those "fuck you" Armageddon attacks. Because everyone was angry at everyone. Or with everyone I mainly mean me, because I had the retarded idea of playing the lightest character, and all other people had the idea of playing the heaviest character. So guess who constantly died?
Was it you?
Yes! How did you guess that?
Tell me about your
Well,
boss.
I don't know.
Merrick.
Maybe I'm just really
Got all kinds of
good at
problems with
guessing.
this bunch of losers, but as far as I can see, he's got it all under control.
But yeah, I think Magicka was fun to play. It was a nice gimmick, but other than that, but it's fun that have unstable and asshole players that nobody mentioned, like Dota or League of Legends, because that's basically the to-go game with horrible community.
Well, I think League of Legends is still a bit better than Dota.
Community-wise?
Community-wise, just speaking community-wise, I'm not gonna talk quality-wise about either because I'm never gonna hear the end of it.
Yeah, it's a discussion that's never gonna end, because that's basically talking about, I don't know, what's better, Coke or Pepsi. It's just a matter of taste in the end. And
It's
community-wise,
Coke, of course.
well, me too. I would also say that, but there are some people that, for some odd reason, like Pepsi more. And I don't know. Do I actually have enough reputation to now get into the place? To the big place? I could actually talk about Bradley with the Marek about the mercenaries.
Fedor thinks you are a weakling.
I guess the
says he can
thing
defeat you in the
is,
arena, hands down.
the Dota community
I
is
suspected as
just,
much. It's high
well,
time I
more
once again showed the
elitist.
boys in the arena
That's something you
boss.
clearly realize. And the League of Legends community is just more kiddies. That's also something you realize, because everyone does like stupid fart jokes the whole time, constantly quote those famous esport people like Sia nerds and whatever the hells, or
Dan the Gladiator is very
it's
pleased with your
in the
work.
end
I should think so.
both
I gave him a
communities
slave
aren't
after
as
all.
bad as many
Oh,
people
well.
say,
Here's your
but
pick.
it's just I don't know what I want to say in the end. I just
Goose the
babble again.
What about Smite community-wise? I have no idea, honestly.
I've played Smite so little, and the thing is, I barely noticed I didn't even notice there's a chat. That's the thing. I only played like 10 games or so. Smite was nice, I guess. But I could imagine it could have a nice community, because the smaller and the less competitive a community is, the nicer people are. Because less competitive means there are like less fixed structures, like team build-up wise and tactics wise, and less people is, it's just it's the general thing. The less people, the less retarded people are, because I mean, that's what you realize. That's why Twitch plays Pokemon is like the worst thing in existence, because that's basically just the barrel of the community getting together in a big fat circle jerk.
I mean, there are a lot of people posting like not even anything that has to do with the purpose of that stream, like just like YOLO and swag and stuff, which I thought died out 2 years ago. But anyway,
Give Helix Fossil.
Why do you do that?
Helix Fossil. Why give Helix Fossil?
I don't know what you're talking about.
That's one of the memes in the Twitch chat, because Helix Fossil is the giant big god and everything.
Okay.
No.
If you say so.
Okay, I'm still looking for quests in here. I think I have to ask more people about Marek, I guess. And yeah, continue. What did you want? What was your point in the end?
I think there was no point.
Well, but you didn't finish your sentence, right?
I never finish my...
Your fault. Oh, I see what you did there.
Quite clever, isn't it?
Oh, man.
We're on a roll today.
On a butter roll.
No, that would be stupid.
Oh yeah, maybe you should talk to Ashton, because something should trigger the letter fiasco. Okay, I should talk to Ashton. Then I'll go run to Ashton to tell him about... Oh, to being stuck in the environment. I was just stuck in the floor for a second there. Which is a good pointer to maybe make a save again. You know, just in case I get stuck in the floor a little bit too much. But yeah, I mean, Twitch chat is notorious for being the worst thing there is, because I've more and more heard people, just streamers, just getting sick of streaming because the Twitch chat is just so toxic. And it's basically the problem of people circle jerking and not realizing how in the end how hurtful they are. Of course, they're always just joking around and whatever the hell, but also I can't talk to Ashton because for some odd reason, do I have to open the letter? I can't open the letter, I just can click at it. But yeah, people just don't realize that those streamers in the end are also just regular people. So, and they aren't as self-sure as people think, because in the end, well, they also just do something and they're also not completely sure about everything they do, so it's kind of mean. They're not perfect either, so it's just really toxic to scold them for every little thing and just make fun of everything. And
but I also make fun of everything. It's kind of like my rule is like, if you try to take into account what people might find offensive, then you're never gonna get to say anything, because...
Oh hooray, the game glitched out. That's it for the quest.
Right.
What do you say about?
Yeah, but basically you can make jokes about everything, because if you try to say, oh, some people might take offense to that, you can't make a joke about anything, because everyone has something they're offended to.
Yeah, sure. I mean, I'm also somebody that often offends people. It's just because I'm, well, also usually pretty honest. But it's just a thing that sometimes...
What do you think?
Wait. Let me think about what I want to say. This is usually the problem if I have a discussion like that and playing a game. What I mean to say is...
Maybe we should just do a podcast next time.
Yeah, that would be easier for me, for my poor self. I'm really just lost. I just really dropped the ball right here.
That's all, folks.